Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Think about this. What does it mean to you? Who do you think said it? A famous athlete or a coach talking to his team before a big game? These are all good guesses, but this happens to be the motto of the Special Olympics. This is what all Special Olympic athletes stand by. For them, they truly believe this. Win or lose, they do not care as long as they are brave in their attempt, because they have already accomplished so much. I have volunteered at the Special Olympics for the past 2 years. I may not be able to relate to the athletes on what they go through on a day-to-day basis, but I do understand the amount of happiness and gratitude they share and express win or lose. We tend to overlook people with intellectual disabilities, but when it comes to the Special Olympics, it is their time to shine. I will talk about the history and the benefit and the mission of the Special Olympics. For a better understanding of what the Special Olympics are, what they do, here is some history. What is the Special Olympics? According to the Special Olympics website, the Special Olympics is a global movement of people creating a new world of inclusion and community where every single person is accepted and welcomed, regardless of their disability. Helping to make the world a better, healthier, and more joyful place, an athlete, one volunteer, and one family member at a time. It all began in the 1950s and the early 1960s, when Eunice Kennedy Shriver saw how unfairly people were treated with intellectual disabilities. They didn't even have a place to play. So she decided to take action. According to EuniceKennedyShriver.org, her vision began to take shape as she held a summer day camp for young people with intellectual disabilities in her own backyard. The goal was to learn what these children could do in sports and other activities, and they did not dwell on what they could not do. Throughout the 60s, Shriver continued her work, her vision, and her drive for justice, eventually grew into the Special Olympics movement. The first International Special Olympics Summer Games was held at Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois. There is so much that goes on when the Special Olympics is involved. The sports, the mission, and so much more. The mission of the Special Olympics. The Special Olympics mission remains as vital today as it did when the movement was first found. According to the Special Olympics website, is to provide a year-round sports training and athletic competition in a variety of athletic-type sports for children and adults with intellectual disabilities, giving them continuing opportunities to develop physically, fitness, demonstrate courage, and experience joy, and to participate in sharing gifts, skills, and friendship with their friends and family. Other Special Olympics, they also help for athletes and communities. Who are the Special Olympics? The Special Olympics is much more than just athletes with disabilities. The Special Olympics are coaches, families, volunteers, and partners. It is a global movement of people who want to help make sure that everyone is accepted. Sports are the Special Olympics. The Special Olympics offers 32 Olympic-type sports, and individual sports as well as team sports. They provide meaningful training and competition for people with intellectual disabilities. Here to name a few of the sports that they participate in: bowling, basketball, cycling, figure skating, golf, gymnastics, swimming, softball, and volleyball. In conclusion, like I said before, we tend to overlook people with intellectual disabilities, but when it comes to the Special Olympics, it is their time to shine. I covered main topics when it comes to the Special Olympics so that you have a better understanding. I'm sure most of you have heard of the Special Olympics, but has paid no serious mind to it. But now is the chance. Adults and children with intellectual disabilities may not be capable or able to do everything in life that we are able to do on a daily basis. But they still have feelings. They go through a lot more than people without intellectual disabilities do. We are all equal and we all deserve a chance. The Special Olympics gives them the chance to make a difference and to boost their confidence, just like we have on a day-to-day basis.
Nailed it!